another snake down there.
Hello everybody, Ant-Man here. Got a pretty cool episode lined up with a few days of hunting in the winter time. I'm going to be out with some friends and with my dad, and we're going to get into some different methods. I'll be hunting sometimes on foot like you see me doing here. I'll be hunting from a boat. I'll be hunting from a vehicle. So it's going to be a couple of methods employed to find these pythons, and there's going to be some pretty decent sized pythons found. So as you see me here, got my gloves on for the sawgrass. It's not for the snakes, it's for the vegetation that sometimes can really cut your hands up if you're not careful. So I like to wear gloves when I'm walking through sawgrass, simply to protect myself from getting sliced to pieces. It's like a nasty paper cut. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right on into this episode and see how it goes.
It's a mating pad, brother, but there's only one snake here so far. Come here, take your time. It's a mating pad. You want to make the grab?
Nah, go ahead.
You sure? No, go ahead, I'll film you.
Where is it?
His head's facing me.
You see it's nubbed.
Don't worry about that. This is a mating pad, so I got to look for the rest of the snakes. You handle that. We got you on video. Okay, good. Step on it with your other foot. There you go. Okay, give me a second to look for more. That's a mating pad, for sure. There's a lot of tunneling in here too. I should sex that to see what we got real fast. So it's a good sized snake, it's just missing the tail. It's a female. Okay, it's another big female. Now she would have gone probably 11 feet.
Another foot and a half.
So there's boys here for sure. Just now we're gonna have to find those suckers. All right, so let's go ahead and say hi, Kyle.
How you doing, bud?
Doing good. We're catching snakes.
Nice thing. It's a beautiful
Yes,
thing.
it's a pretty good snake. Let me back up and see that. Get myself out of the shadow. That snake would have easily gone 11 feet, maybe a little over. It's
heavy, like you said.
Yeah.
They're big snakes.
Yeah, that snake's probably 50, right around 50 pounds. Excellent. Okay, so paid off. Holy jack crap. That is a massive mating pad. Where are these suckers at? Yeah, this is the spot. That's a satellite pad right there.
There's another satellite pad
Yep.
right there.
Okay, they're here. We gotta find these sons of guns. Wow. Look like good sized snakes too. A lot of those are just basking pads, but that one was a mating pad, like for sure. Good sized snakes, man. We just need to find one or two straggler males to put us on to where this female's at. Come on now. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, cover every spare inch, including the backside with the swamp, because this is the first one today where I'm like, whoa, okay, this is it. She'll be around here somewhere, along with all her boys. Oh, it's in a burrow. Hey, yep. Head's coming out. He's getting there. Got it one time. Well, that was weird.
I'll take it. I'll tell you that much. I'll take it.
Yeah, really. That's so oddball. So that means the whole time that you were here,
a male.
Look at the dirt on him from, yeah, he's a male, from being in the burrow.
What did you see from him? I heard it, and I looked, and I just saw the body sliding away.
Well, you see all the dust on him
Yeah.
from crawling in the burrow?
I was like, I don't know how much deep water I'm about to dive into. Dude, we were backing out.
Yeah, we were leaving.
Dude, I was standing there, and as soon as I pushed off, I heard like...
Well, that changes everything now.
Dude,
Now we got to get back up and walk around.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Well, he didn't move. He was wrapped up in the sawgrass probably, deep in.
And you guys came back in probably.
Yeah. Well, I told you, I pushed off from right there.
Yeah.
As soon as I pushed off and the boat went out, I heard a crackling. And I turned and looked back and just saw a mid-body sliding towards this burrow right over here.
Yeah, he was just camping.
And he went right up into this burrow. And I just dove out of the boat.
Yeah, well, I guess
Well,
one is better than none, huh? Oh yeah. Okay. It's a female.
you want her or you want me to get her?
I'll grab her. It's fine. But yeah. Okay. Boxed up. So this might be the one then that had.
Good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, quit all that nasty aggressiveness. Okay. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Female. You could tell right away by the color on the front part of her body.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Now, there might be males. This is probably the one that had left the pad I had seen. Cool.
Good looking snake.
Yeah. This is like the typical size. Actually, a little smaller even.
Well, whenever you see that back coil doubled back on itself, you never really know quite how large.
Yeah.
Because sometimes your brain puts the two coils
Yeah.
together.
So she's probably 10 feet, close.
Yeah, I'd say a little under.
A little under 10, yeah. But fat. Cool. It's got some size.
Alpha Squad.
Always. Cool. I'm with my buddy Kevin Politis, Mr. Snakeaholic, and we're out here today. It's getting a little later in the season where it's a little tougher to find the snakes. By now the males have pretty much found the females and so forth, but we just got this female and she was basking. A lot of times with these snakes you can see it's kind of weird. During the breeding season, the females will be lighter colored on the top of their back close to their head, and as it goes down their body the blotches darken, which is kind of almost an instant indicator. When you see one laying there, you can tell it's a female right away without even seeing the tail to sex it. But this snake is probably a touch under 10 feet. She's quite heavy because she's quite angry too, but she got some girth on her. It's a good size, so it's a good start for today. We've been out here beating it up for a couple hours, and this is the first snake, so hopefully it's not the last. Cool deal.
Well, after a couple of pretty good days worth of hunting with my buddies, I decided to come back to an area with my father that I had been kind of been patrolling this area for a while. I had seen sign of some snake on the side of this levee. Actually, I saw quite a bit of sign in two separate areas that were probably somewhere about a half mile or so apart from each other, which pretty much at this time of year would indicate two separate females. And there was what we call satellite pads, which is the little tiny smaller basking pads that the males make that are drawn in by the generally, but not always, the generally larger females leave the bigger pads. So I knew there was a female in this area, at least 2 of them. So I came back here and, well, let's see how it goes.
It's on, I don't know how to use it. I don't think this is the one I saw. I think there's another one down here. I think there's another snake down there. Woo! Ouch. Whew. All right. Well, I don't think this is the snake that I saw, so I need to get back down there, but it is a snake. And it's a, woo, that was a big mess. It's a female. That took my breath away. All right, man, doing good. Catching snakes. That's an easy way to transport. You see, you just see it strike at me. Okay. Ugh. That was a mess. She's mad like they behave when there's when they're in mating mode. So she's probably, oh, I don't know, 10 feet long. Let's go ahead and get her bagged up. And we're gonna move on to the next one.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was some pretty good wintertime action. It was a few days worth of hunting. This first snake here was, I was out with my buddy Kyle. We were on foot trampling through an area where I had been catching quite a few males and females. And I knew the snake was in the area, having had seen her mating pads. We were lucky enough to find her on this day, and she had quite the stub tail, as you can see there in the video, cut off right beyond the cloaca. On day 2, I was out with my buddy Kevin and our friend Ryan. We were out in the boat and we were hitting some islands where we had seen previous sign of some snakes. This particular island had sign of a female, so we had got out on the island to try to find her. Didn't see anything, and as we were getting back into the boat, Kevin actually spotted this male going into a burrow right in the bank of the island in the embankment. So that was a pretty cool capture. And of course, the next day I went out again with my buddy Kevin, and we went back to an area where we had been catching quite a few snakes. We ended up finding this pretty decent sized female. She was probably somewhere right around 10 feet long. She was also gravid, meaning that she was pregnant. She was full of eggs, so it was really good to get her out of the ecosystem before she was able to drop those eggs in the coming months and produce a whole bunch of babies. And this last snake right here, this is me struggling with it. I had known this snake was here for quite a while, at least a month. I had seen sign of this python. I had come back periodically trying to find her, and to no avail. But I was very fortunate this day that my dad and we were out here. And there she was. I actually believe that this was not the only snake that I had seen on the bank. The image that my eyes captured when I ran down there to catch this snake, it was not the same image. And I believe that she was down there with 2 snakes, and the male, unfortunately, had probably escaped. I never did see him for sure, but this does not appear to be the same snake that I spotted from my truck tower. But either way, we got her, which is the main thing we wanted to get out of the Everglades, is these females, because obviously they're the ones that are able to pass on the babies and continue the problem out there. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this episode, and as I always say, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you all out there in the Everglades. Take care and stay safe. And later on.